All right, everybody, we're going to get straight into this.
So this came through, and I rolled my eyes so hard that I think I like hurt my brain, if that's even possible. John Rose says Gamergate 2 failed because they called wokeness not woke if it was popular, which that's not true at all. Just because you thought a game was woke and we disagreed and said it wasn't woke didn't necessarily make the game popular. It's like the chicken or the egg thing where he's trying to say, oh, these streamers and YouTube content creators are trying to take credit for frontlining and running in the front of everything, saying, yeah, I was right about every game. It's like, nope, that's not what we're doing at all. We're just not going nearly as extreme as you are with everything. That's really the only difference. It's time we start Gamergate 3 and make it explicitly right wing because otherwise it will turn to Are you in?
Okay, before we let Smash JT continue, let me tell you one thing that I made. A video from my first channel. I believe it was my first channel. Oh yes, it was my first channel. I specifically said that there's a possibility that Resident Evil 5 Remake will either end Gamergate 2 or spark another one. I know to most of you, Gamergate has not been a talking point right now, which I disagree because people are still talking about it. And another thing, Resident Evil 5 is what people call it, the most controversial video games of all time, probably next to Left 4 Dead. Not the first one, okay? The second one. By the time Resident Evil 5 Remake release, it will either end Gamergate 2 or spark another one. It's the reason why we haven't heard anything from Resident Evil 5 Remake. After Resident Evil 4 Remake, nothing. Everybody knew that Resident Evil 5 would be the next one, or perhaps Code Veronica. Remember, they still had to introduce Chris Redfield.
Which I gotta be honest, when I read this initially, I'm like, this is like the cheesiest. How old are we? This is like 9-year-old schoolyard stuff. Like what are we doing? What are we doing here? Gamergate 2 failed. Let's move on to Gamergate 3. No, John Delarose, I got an idea. I'm going to skip Gamergate 3. I'm going straight to Gamergate 4, bro. We're taking Gamergate back. It's going to be Gamergate 4 now. I'm officially announcing it tonight. We're going to Gamergate 4. I just decided it. So what are you going to do about it? It's so cringy. It's ultra cringe. And of course, George Torch, first one of the replies, absolutely. This is then the thread that he shares after that. Gamers, Gamergate 3 is making waves already, and any good movement needs established principles. Holy crap, bro. What? Go find a hobby. What the hell are you doing here? When someone asks, how do you know you spend too much time on social media? I will reference this thread because what even is this? This thread will establish what we stand for and against so we can make games great again. Bro, you don't even play games. Like we joke about me not playing games as like a running meme, like haha, Smash doesn't play games. But you actually don't play games. From what I've heard, I think it was Words of Paradise saying that you admitted to him that you only played retro Nintendo games.
Wow, that's spot on. For me, you may call me a grifter, but you ask yourself this, if I was a grifter, how come I'm still playing games? And I do mean the games that I support. Every footage that you saw, including one right now, where do you think I got this? Do you think I just, I don't know, record somebody else's playing game? I still play games. I'm now in my 5th hour on Stellar Blade, right now, currently, and it's gonna be a PC port on June, so hopefully I can finish the PS5 version before it happens. We'll continue.
Which I would even question that at this point. But still, how can you try to take up arms with Gamergate if you don't even play games? You are such a tourist in this situation, trying to get attention. And here I am giving it to you. This is why I hemmed and hawed of should I even cover this? But I'm like, no, you know what? We're going to cover this and we're going to have some fun with it. That's what we'll do. We'll poke and we'll laugh. But holy crap. Number one, we oppose diversity, equity, inclusion. Oh my God, how noble and brave of you, John. So you're doing the exact same thing that we're doing right now. And critical race theory in video games. Great, John. So again, you're doing the same exact thing that we're doing right now. How is this Gamergate 3 again? This is the most important part of our movement because this is where the left is trying to wreck our culture. First off, I'm going to say something controversial potentially right now, but let it be known that I'm of the opinion that there is no Gamergate 2. What there is Gamergate that never went away, and it's now rearing its head once again right now. Everyone like John Delarose seems to be trying to co-opt this into a way to try to finagle it into a business for him to grow his own brand off of this. And I don't necessarily see it working at all. If anything, I see this backfiring completely. Ali Rodriguez says the real Gamergate was the friends we made along the way. John Delarose continues. Number 2, we have no tolerance for pronoun BS. Okay. I'm still failing to see how this is any different than what we're fighting against right now. This means anything trying to push evil gender ideology, including replacing male and female with body type in games. Yeah. What the hell is he talking about? Has he not been paying attention to anything that's happening right now? What even is this? What even is this? Look at these pictures he chooses to. And you can tell he never played Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 because this picture is these two dudes are gooning at chicks in bikinis by the lake here. And this is when the camera pans to them when they're like, hey, check out those girls over there. And he's like, no, look, they're gay because they don't have their shirts on and they're together. Number 3, we have no tolerance for promotion of evil LGBTQ lifestyles. This is degenerate and has no place in gaming. Again, if you're not a gamer and have no idea about the context of this picture, you could be like, man, games are gay, I guess, because dudes looking at each other, they must be gay. They don't have their shirts on.
There's a lot to unpack here. Okay, let's start from the beginning. That's 3 points, and the first 3 is looking good so far for John Delarose. You can have LGBTQ characters, or even blacks or Hispanic. You have to understand one key component. The story and gameplay must take center stage. It cannot be taking a back seat. If the game and story is front and center and it's good, playable, then that's more than enough. And there's also Days Gone 2, which I'm gonna put it in. And before I talk about that, I would like to share to you, one of my viewers in my first channel, probably Dr. Chad, I think. It says here, he told me about Fallout Revelation and how they are stealing, or a Fallout New Vegas mod called Fallout Revelation Blues, how they are stealing from Fallout Yesterday. And the senior mod author named Dayglow recently exposed Revelation Blues team for insane crunch hours and stealing ideas from Fallout Yesterday. Post-production Azzim is going to check into this. Hopefully he can get it done before it's uploaded. I don't know about this one. If I couldn't find it, regardless, you can't steal ideas, okay? Look, you can take inspiration, yes. You cannot steal their ideas. That's not how it works. Inspiration and stealing is 2 different things, okay? I think I'll take at least the half of it, and then we'll go from there.
Number 4. Porn should be banned. All right, bro. You're starting to lose me. 3 is starting to lose me. 4, I'm off whatever ride this. I want off this ride. Like, what even is this? Porn should be banned. All of the above points only exist because porn has warped people's minds and it has no place in gaming. So according to John Delarose, apparently before porn existed, humanity was perfect. It lived in a utopia. Nobody was ever gay, I guess, apparently, because porn makes people gay now. Because that's part of all of the above, which, what?
See, this is the thing, this is why every game has age rating. Here, let me show you a game. I'm trying to find the age rating on the Stellar Blade. Should be M for mature. I couldn't find it. Don't forget, I'm from Asia, so the ratings could be different. I could show you, but remember, this is Asian based on the backside. It says it was made in Japan, printed in Hong Kong. So I'm not certain where they put the ratings. Could be inside here. Oh, there's a downloadable content. I didn't check that. Oh, I will check that later. It's expired until 2026. Every game now has an age rating. M for mature, T for teens, E plus everyone, E10 plus. Let me give you another example of what happened. Kingdom Hearts 2 was supposed to be E for everyone, but then it got bumped up to E10 plus because the world of Pirates of the Caribbean.
Secondly, porn is not a part of mainstream gaming. There are like some porn games, I guess, on Steam, which if you want to play those, have at it. I don't care to personally, but okay, like different strokes for different folks. This guy's like, nope, ban it because I should be the arbiter of truth. I should be telling people what is acceptable and what's not. Again, this is the same line of thinking that Melody Mac has. They want to ban porn. I mean, I will always be for the freedom of speech. And I look at porn as a freedom of speech. If people want to do porn and they can make money off of it, do it. Banning it hurts those people and their income. And secondly, and this is coming from a very happily married man with a very attractive wife, I don't need porn, bro. I'm just saying, like, if people want to use porn, who are you to say what they're allowed to do in their private life? That's like, imagine trying to control people that aren't your own life. There's someone, you never contact these people ever. You just want to have control over them. You just want to have control over them. Number 5, no tolerance for feminism. Feminism is what leads to equivocation and pushing of leftist agendas through emotional nonsense. I mean, I can actually kind of get behind him on that one. I would not say I tolerate feminism because I see what happens when feminism gets co-opted by agenda pushers. There are certain ex-Kotaku workers that I would put into that category. Number 6, beauty is objective. Wow, this comes from the same guy that said ban porn. Wouldn't that make porn objective? Games should do all they can to be beautiful. That just contradicted what you started with, bro. Beauty is objective? Games should be beautiful?
Good timing for the ads. So that'll be it. I'll leave the full video link in the description. Now you see the hypocrisy when it comes to other sides. You should know, these grifters, many of them are from the West. But have you seen grifters from the East? No, because so far there's only 2. Shohei Kondo, I wouldn't classify Shohei Kondo as a grifter, okay? He talks about what he thinks is right when it comes to Assassin's Creed Shadows. If we are grifters that many of you claim, ask yourself this: how come we did not disrespect our own culture? Think about that. If people are grifters that you claim to be, have you ever seen them disrespect a nation's culture or their own culture for that matter? See the hypocrisy of this. You see it. Now, gaming is a form of entertainment, but most importantly, it is the last bastion of defense for free speech. Because right now, you don't know, free speech is being threatened all across the globe. And that's the reason why video games exist. Not because of entertainment. They exist as a form of art, but most importantly, free speech. If gaming doesn't exist, there'll be no free speech. And that's why many people are defending this, because not just for their escapism, but for free speech. Because this is why most politics, they demonize gaming, because they knew they want to censor free speech. I mean, not all of them, but some of them. For the other games, besides Days Gone 2, Days Gone 2, assuming they don't race swap anything, that could probably not start another Gamergate. Hopefully it will end it. For Days Gone 2, the journalists will not even cover it. I'm 100% certain that Days Gone Remastered, nobody covers it. Or if they do, they will give a low score. They will give the same talking point as Days Gone 1 PS4 version. It will be a matter of time that one successful video game will either shut down Gamergate or spark another one. Take a look. These journalists and woke consultancy firms that are in cahoots, they are not giving up. Despite losing their job, they are still doubling down. And Sweet Baby Inc. is not even giving up. They knew that sooner or later their company is going to shut down, yet they continue to double down, continue to say something without any repercussion. It is now felt it because their allies, the video game journalists, are being laid off. And I do mean in the West, okay? But the East, so far, it's okay. Most of the time.
Where I belong. seconds.
Good night. Hit the gas, hero.
Time's burning out.
Another epic victory. Big win!
Leave a like and subscribe if you want gaming news, gaming theories, or you just want to see me play games. Visit my first, third, and fourth channel up here, which the fourth channel includes trending topics. And all of them will be in the description.